They told us the world had never been richer, markets breaking records, homes doubling in value, trillions flowing through screens faster than light. But look closer, and you'll see. It isn't wealth at all, it's performance. A show we've mistaken for reality, and every great illusion needs its audience. Because for the first time in history, humanity built an economy not on production, but on belief. Belief that numbers rising means progress, that paper means value, that confidence means truth. The tragedy is not that we built an illusion, it's that we live inside it. The illusion began the day money lost its anchor. In 1971, the dollar was cut loose from gold. A quiet political decision, but one that rewrote the laws of value. From that moment, currency became faith. Governments could print it, banks could multiply it, and the world could borrow the future to buy the present. For a while, it felt like genius. The economy could expand forever, powered by credit instead of production. Factories moved overseas, but profits rose at home. Debt replaced savings, speculation replaced investment, and the line on every chart went up. And when the line rises, people stop asking questions. It became the religion of the modern world. Endless growth, endless optimism, endless pretending. But the one thing that cannot grow forever is trust. The illusion of wealth didn't enslave us by force. We walked into it willingly, because it offered something we craved more than money: the feeling of progress. Psychologists call it the prosperity bias, the belief that growth is natural, that tomorrow will always be richer than today. It's why investors chase bubbles, why governments promise expansion, why the average citizen feels shame instead of outrage when the system fails them. We've been conditioned to see collapse as personal failure, not structural design. The illusion flatters us. It whispers that if you just work harder, spend smarter, invest sooner, you'll win. But the game was rigged long before you joined it. From the moment you take a student loan, swipe a credit card, or sign a 30-year mortgage, you become both the product and the collateral of false wealth. The system doesn't need your freedom, it needs your faith. The ads you see, the apps you use, the influencers you follow, they're not selling products. They're selling belief. Belief that happiness can be financed, that identity can be leased, that value can be virtualized. And so the illusion sustains itself, not through force, but through hope. Then came 2008, the moment the illusion blinked. Trillions in assets vanished overnight. Homes foreclosed, banks collapsed, nations trembled. For one brief moment, the mask slipped. We saw how thin reality had become, but instead of letting the illusion die, we resurrected it. Central banks printed trillions. Interest rates fell to zero. Markets inflated again. The same voices that caused the collapse were now hailed as saviors. We called it stimulus. What it really was anesthesia, a drug for a dying patient who refused to wake up. The wealth that rose from that crisis was not new wealth. It was concentration. The rich became richer, the poor borrowed to survive, and the middle class was kept alive through debt disguised as dignity. It was the illusion of recovery, not the reality of it. As the real economy weakened, a new illusion was born. Faster, brighter, more seductive. The digital gold rush, crypto, NFTs, meme stocks. The dream of easy money rebranded for the online age. A generation disillusioned with banks found itself gambling in digital casinos, trading illusions for other illusions. Decentralization, they called it, the promise to free money from control. But even freedom became a brand. Every speculative bubble begins with rebellion and ends with replication. Crypto was no different. As soon as power saw profit, it joined the game. Hedge funds, governments, even the same banks it was meant to destroy. And just like before, when belief faltered, billions vanished overnight. The lesson wasn't new, only the interface was. We no longer speculate on gold or land or tulips. We speculate on speculation itself. And the more abstract the wealth becomes, the easier it is to control. Digital illusion is the empire's final form, self-sustaining, borderless, and addictive. A place where even collapse feels like opportunity, because every crash can be repackaged as a chance to buy the next dream. The great miracle of the 20th century was the middle class, the proof that capitalism could create stability. But that miracle, too, was financed by illusion. Home ownership, once a symbol of success, became a trap of debt. College degrees, once tickets to mobility, became lifelong mortgages. The average citizen owns more things but fewer assets, earns more dollars but buys less with them, feels richer than ever, while living closer to the edge. The illusion of prosperity depends on a cruel equation. As long as you're busy paying, you'll keep believing. Debt becomes destiny, consumption becomes identity, and the quiet erosion of real wealth, time, health, autonomy, becomes invisible. People don't realize it yet, but the middle class is no longer a social group. It's a financial condition, temporary, leveraged, and borrowed. False wealth feels real because it spends the same until the bill comes due, and that bill is arriving. Inflation is the symptom of every illusion that's run out of believers. Governments can't print trust, markets can't price faith, and no one can short reality forever. The illusion gave us everything we wanted: comfort without effort, wealth without work, status without substance, and took everything that mattered in return. The more we inflated the fantasy, the poorer we became in everything that can't be measured: security, purpose, dignity, truth. It's not just an economic crisis, it's a moral one. The world looks rich because we've mistaken mirrors for windows. Our reflection glows. But beyond the glass, the lights are dimming. When the illusion finally breaks, and it will, the world will remember what wealth actually means. Not digits, but durability. Not assets, but autonomy. Not abundance, but balance. History doesn't punish greed, it punishes denial. And denial is the currency of our age. The age of false wealth is ending. The only question left: when the mirage fades, what will you still own that's real? If this gave you a new perspective, hit subscribe and stay with Ledger of Power, because the next episode reveals how capitalism evolved beyond ownership itself, into an empire that rents the world back to its creators.